Hey y'all, it's Coach K. And look, welcome to the Coach's Corner. Hey everybody, good morning. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? I hope all is well. Hope all is going your way today. Yes, yes. Listen, thank you so much for being here this morning. For those of you who will tune in, it is Monday. It is a new month. It is a new day. It is a new week. Can you believe it is March already? March of 2026. Hey, I'm wishing you not only a great morning, but hopefully you are off to a great morning and hope you have a great cup of coffee to go with you today. So let me do my little check, taking care of a little housekeeping while you all come on today. And hey, good morning. I see someone already on today. And I've got to tell you a little something about this coffee. This is something that's pretty doggone funny. This is made with mushroom coffee. And I also made it with, believe it or not, like the creamer that I made. I used bananas, some oat milk, homemade oat milk. Stop sugar, don't do that. Bananas, some homemade oat milk, some cinnamon, and orange peel. The only thing I missed were dates. I missed my dates. But hey Barry, good morning. Hey. The only thing that I missed were my dates, putting it in there. So I had to sweeten it a little bit with some honey because it really didn't have any taste like that. But cheers to you. And again, homemade coffee, mushroom coffee with homemade creamer. That's my type of carrying on. That is my type of carrying on. And Barry, I know people are probably trying to get up and get dressed. And here's what I want you all to tell me too, as we kind of move forward with this, and I get ready to get out of the door pretty soon too. um, how does this work? I think I'm going to re-air this later today because I know this timing can be tough. We're up, we're trying to get out the door. How do you flick this on and try to do whatever it is that you need to do? Like, it's great in concept to be up at 6:30 in the morning, kind of get this over. But the question I have for you all is, does that work? Does that make sense with doing it at this time? Would love to hear a little bit of feedback from you. Hey, Lexi, I was going to let you see Lexi. Lexi is resting right beside me, so we're going to leave her alone. So let's go ahead and get started, right? Let's go ahead and get started because look, I need to go ahead and go on and get my day started. So would love your feedback if you're tuning in now and tuning into the replay. Do you want me to move it to a later time? It may be more effective if we do it at 6:30 this evening, right? So we'll see. All right. So who am I? I want to welcome you, and we are on day 7 or 8. We started this last Monday, 30 days to change, right? So we're on either day 7 or day 8. So welcome to 30 days to change. And I am the person who is assisting you along this journey, right? Coaching you along. Welcome to the Coach's Corner. Keisha Sharp, Coach K. Change is my jam. Thank you so much for being here and guiding. What am I doing? I am guiding and I am helping high value men and women. I'm guiding you along on this journey in order to find out your next when you feel and sense your season has shifted. What does that look like? Well, that's my job, to help coach you along the way, because change is here, y'all. And look, I'm so tempted to take this hair down, but I think I'm going to leave it right along right here, right? But change is here, y'all. Change is here. So many people who are connected to us will have lost their jobs. So many people who are connected to us are not in a position anymore that they had before. It's literally being stripped away from them, right? We're in the middle of all sorts of change. I have a friend. We have the situation in Iran. We've got war going on. We're attacking Iran. By being allied with Israel, we're attacking Iran. I have one of my friends who basically has told me that I may be activated within the next couple of days. We're in the midst of widespread change in our country. We're in the midst of widespread change in our world right now. People are changing. People have lost jobs. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Locally, people are losing jobs. We are in the Central Standard Time Zone in the Birmingham, Alabama community. You heard the news about the people who are at the new water board? Some of them are losing their jobs, have been fired. Okay? Some of them have been. Are you hearing about the legislation in which parents could be held accountable if their children come to school smelling like marijuana? Have you heard about that? So if the parents are going to be held accountable, the parents may have to shift or may lose their jobs as a result, or may face jail time as a result. Anyway, it's going to be change. There are people who had government jobs. They no longer have government jobs because hundreds of thousands of people were fired. I'm sure you know some of those people who were fired. I'm sure I know, and I do know some of those people who were fired. Change is here, friends. Change is here. All right. So I'm not even just helping. I am resolute. I am screaming from the rooftops that change is here. But don't wait for the change to come. Don't fold under the pressure. Just create your plan. And as you create your plan, that's my specialty. Strategizing, helping you strategize. We're strategizing together. I can't, I can help you and drill down specifically, but I can, as a general rule, give you some keys that will help you strategize. We're talking strategy. I'm yelling from the rooftop saying, get ready, or saying it's here. Here's what you do. Don't panic. Pause, pray, and then plan. Hey, that should be a saying. Don't panic. Pause. No, don't panic. Pray first. Pause and plan. I kind of like that. And actually, I like it so much, I'm actually going to type it. Actually going to type it in. I really like that. What do you think about that? Don't panic. Pause. Well, we always pray first. Pray, pause, and plan. I kind of like that, y'all. Don't panic. No, don't panic. Pause, pray, and plan. And that's why I am here. I am teaching you how to plan. I am teaching you how to plan, how to get out of stuck, get out of, I don't know what to do. All right. Or how to anticipate. I'm also helping you anticipate what's around the corner. All right. So with that in mind, here we go. All right. So change is my jam. We know that. So as a result of not panicking, as a result of you pausing, as a result of you praying, what should be the outpouring of that? What will be the result of you? What's up, Stan the man? What's up, Stan the man? Look, Stan, I already put it out there for him whether or not I should be moving on to later today at 6:30 p.m. because I do recognize this is early. A lot of people start coming on about that 6:40 time frame, 6:45, 7 o'clock. Boy, I've got to move this morning. But anyway, that's my buddy right there. That's my brother. That's my friend, Stanley Tarver. You should follow him and his channel as well because he has all the Birmingham news. I was about to say Birmingham foolery, but some of that too, huh, Stan? Hey, we don't make the news. We don't make the people. We just talk about it, right? We just talk about it. All right. So as a result of us pausing, as a result of us not panicking, as a result of us praying, as a result of us creating a plan, what does that help you do? What does it help you do? If you're not panicking, what do you think that helps you do, friend? What do you think? So I'll tell you. It helps you build emotional endurance. This message will not be deep, difficult, or heavy today. It helps you to build emotional endurance because you'll need emotional endurance. You'll need emotional intelligence. You understand? You'll need emotional intelligence during this journey. Hey, Ms. Nick, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And you let me tell it, I think that emotional intelligence is one of the strongest things that you can build. Why do you want to build emotional intelligence during times of great change? Because a couple of reasons. Number one, you don't want to internalize what's going on with the change. You don't want to, because a lot of times we internalize it. Oh gosh, I am, this is going on and I am no longer good. They no longer want me. They no longer want my services. No, you are separate from your services. You are separate from what you bring to the table as a person. Build emotional endurance. You, all of us have been rejected at some point, and that's exactly what that is. What that's saying. That's just saying you've got to toughen up in the midst of rejection. That company, that business, that opportunity said to you, "We don't want you anymore." But here's the deal. Your skills don't go anywhere. You now are faced with having to change positions. You're now faced with having to move someplace else. But guess what? Your skills don't go anywhere. You keep all of the acumen, you keep all of the connections, you keep all of the knowledge, you keep all of the strategizing, you keep all of that you learned in that position, friend. You keep all of that. And you get to take that and apply it to your next. So I am preparing you for your next. And there's no way. And well, Keith, I'm already in the midst of change. Okay, great. There's still a next. So you're right in the middle of your next. So some of you are at the beginning of your new. What are some of the things that you should be doing? You should also make sure that you build emotional resilience so that you will separate yourself from that previous season. Why is that so important? It's so important because you cannot fully give, you cannot fully succeed, you cannot fully apply yourself to this current season while looking back. You cannot apply yourself to this current season while looking to the side. You can only apply yourself to this current season if you are in the season. We're talking about emotional resilience. It's just things for you. Well, I'm already in my season. I'm glad you are in your season. I still need you to listen to me. I still need you to understand that you are not what happened to you. You are not the firing. You are not the rejection. You did not lose value. You simply have changed positions. Y'all, we got on here Friday and we talked about the wording to use, and I got so excited about it because basically you should go back and watch this show from Friday. And also I posted some clips on the page. You upgrade your language. You didn't lose. The position changed. You didn't lose your value. You simply were displaced or moved, or you have an opportunity. Come on, somebody, to move to another job. But I'm not going to get excited because I can go there. I can go there. So what do I want you to understand today? Silence doesn't equal failure. What do I mean when I say silence? When you separate yourself from a position and you're getting ready to move to another position, there's that part in between that no one talks about. That's that silence. That's that pause. Being silent, no longer being with your friends, no longer being in the position, that does not equate to failure. That simply means that you are giving another opportunity. That silence does not equate to failure, friends. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Showing you my website there, keisasharp.info, so you can see some of the resources that I offer for tracking and journaling and planning and strategizing. You can book a session with me. We have some resources on there. If you're shifting from a job to a business, oh, I can tell you about that. There's a silence that comes between the job and the next, and successful business. There's a silence that comes in between there. That doesn't equal failure. You may not hear the applause. You don't hear the attaboys in the silence. You don't hear the great job. You don't have the chatter in the silence. You don't have the support of your comrades. You're alone in the silence. Silence does not equal failure. It's the pause between position, current position, new position. It's the pause between losing my job and finding another job. It's the pause between being in this position and needing to upgrade my careers to a new position or learning my skill sets. No one is applauding you in the middle, in this space right here, in the pause. No one is applauding you in this pause. You have to get up and you have to make a decision to move. You have to make a decision to move forward. Rejection does not equate failure. One of my buddies, I believe he's still on here today, he made a decision. He was doing some other things. He made a decision to get up and said, I'm getting up and I'm getting ready to do something new. I've got to do something new. No one, he didn't hold a conversation with anyone. It was quiet. It was a decision he made within himself. They're decisions you have to make within yourself. You may not hear from anybody else, but the silence, my friend, does not equal failure. We're talking about building emotional resilience. We're talking about being strong in the silence. We're talking about the fact that a job ended doesn't mean that your value has ended. I'm trying to encourage, well, I've already started my new position, right? I'm glad you're in that new position. Just don't take this start. Don't take the loss of that other season and personally, don't take it personal. Don't take that person, don't internalize it. Women have a thing about that. Guys, I don't know if you all do. Women have a thing about that. We can sometimes take things personally. Hey, Randy Dandy, good morning. All the way from Montgomery. A5. Good morning. Hey, bruh. What's up, Coach Cliff? What's up, Coach Cliff? That's my Southern company. That's fam right there. Former Alabama Power, bruh. I'm Alabama Power. Cliff may have been Southern Company, but anyway, fam. We were Southern Company fam. How about that? And we remain fam to this day. Coach Cliff, great content from Coach Cliff too. You should check him out. Randy Dandy, my buddy Randy. You may see him on APT, Alabama Public Television. He's an amazing, thorough, measured, skilled reporter on APT. So check him out, right? Remember his name, a member of Alpha Phi Alpha. So good morning, y'all. Hey, Miss Lakeisha. Hey, darling, how you doing? Good to see you today. Yes, SO fam. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and some of these folks on here can tell you about the silence in between, y'all. Some of these folks on here, I ended up leaving Southern Company, not under duress or anything like that, but I ended up leaving Alabama Power, and it marked a new season. And when I left, y'all, there was a silence there. It's a silence between the old position and the new calling, the old position and the new position, the old position and having to relocate a new position. There is okay, a fight. All right, Randy. All right, Randy. Don't get me started today. Oh gosh. There is a silence, friends, but that silence does not equate failure. Just trying to encourage you today because all of us are at various stages of change. There are people who are on here who could tell you a thing or two about change. They could tell you a thing or two about separating from a position, that good job, as they call it, and having to move to a new position. They can tell you a thing or two about that. They can share some things on what they went through. I can share some things, not just me. I've coached people who have gone through that change. And sometimes, depending on what that job is, we can attach our value to that job. Y'all missed my note about my homemade coffee. Homemade coffee this morning. Homemade creamer with homemade oat milk, little orange zest, little cinnamon, banana, and again, my homemade oat milk that I made from oatmeal. So good. So good. So I just want to encourage you today. That's all. Okay. Coach Cliff. And that's all I'm going to say. Coach Cliff, I'm going to give you the eye fam. Look. Look. Coach Cliff. Listen. And Coach Cliff, I shared this story earlier. I'm getting ready to wrap up, y'all. Getting ready to step up out of here and go to my next today. But I saw a young lady the other week, one of our family members, and she not old at all, Cliff, but she shifted out of corporate, and she's shifted out of corporate because she said, I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my life. Not old. I don't even know if this young lady is even 60. If she is, she carries it well. Maybe she is. But she said, I want to enjoy my life. Sometimes the change you initiate, I initiate. I've done that before. Sometimes the change you don't initiate. Sometimes there are changes in that job and career arena I have not initiated. Either way, that does not equate to your value, whether they want you there or not. I look at it as just having an open door before you and being able to choose another opportunity. Y'all, as long as you have breath, as long as your mind is thinking, as long as you have movement of your hands, you have opportunity. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to step out into the next. Don't be afraid to step out into the more. Silence doesn't equal failure. Sometimes silence just means you're getting it together. Sometimes silence means there's a rearranging, a retooling. Sometimes silence means you need to take a break. You needed to step away anyway. So this silence is a gift to you. But we're accustomed to always moving, highly productive, always doing, always going, always, always. That pace for me led to anxiety. Your chest palpitations. You're like, what is going on here? Especially if you're at that pace and you don't know how to slow down. If you don't make the decision, your body will let you know. If you don't know how to sit down, your body will sit you down. And for some of us, we're afraid. And really, it's God saying, I need you to rest because there's something else on the horizon. I have something greater for you. You know what the saying is. If he brought you to it, he'll take you through it. His grace is sufficient. If you feel like you can't make it, ask him for more grace. God, I need more grace. I need more grace. I need more grace. You said your grace is sufficient. Greater is he who's on the inside of me than he that's in the world. And listen, for goodness sake, as you're out and you are putting in your applications and you're doing different things like that, track your applications. Track your progress. Watch those applications. Don't internalize outcomes, friend. We're talking about today building emotional resilience. Rejection, failure, missed opportunities, it's a part of life. But if you internalize that, well, they don't want me. I applied for a position recently and I just saw them launch that program through the city. I didn't internalize anything because although I thought I would have been a great fit for the position, God knows best. And God knows I'm in a season of freedom now. For years, I have been very structured. And with a newscast, I go in at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., don't leave until 12 or 1. I work at Alabama Power. I go in at 8 a.m., can't leave until 5, 6, or 7, whatever the job calls for, So for years, I've been in that structured regime. I value freedom at this point, and it's hard to give that up. Come on, Cliff. Cliff is preaching. We are a walking testimony. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Been through the anxiety of it, y'all. I know that when there's a cost sometimes to success that nobody really wants to talk about, and sometimes we pay in physical symptoms. So these are the folks I'm talking to. You're having symptoms of needing change. You're feeling anxious. You're feeling like this other season is worn out. You're not seeing any fruit in that season that you're in. You know you've got to do something different. That's who I'm talking to. You're the person I'm talking to. I've walked through it. I'm not talking about what I heard. I'm not talking about what ChatGPT told me some things, but ChatGPT can't tell us everything. It can guide us, but it sure can't tell us everything. I've walked with some people through these seasons. I've coached some people through these next seasons. I'm grateful for chat. I'm grateful for Gemini. I'm grateful for AI. But life is a teacher as well. I've walked through some things. Listen, I want to hear the wisdom. I'm not saying I want to walk through some of these things, but I'm saying I have. So therefore, experientially, there are some things that I know and that I share with you all. Cliff says, honestly, I'm the happiest I've ever been and have a job that appreciates me and shows me. I have to give glory to God, and he gave me what I needed. I have to say thanks to God, and he gave me what I needed. Glory. Absolutely, Cliff. I love this testimony. Come on, because you're helping somebody, Cliff. Honestly, Siv, I'm so happy where I am. I have a job that I love now, and the people there appreciate me and my hard work. I gave it to God, and He gave me what I needed. Never stay where you are not appreciated. Look at that. Look at God. That's a word for somebody. We are not saying go and turn in your resignation. We are not saying call them up today. Like the guy did in Harlem Nights. Yeah, honey. Called his wife. Yeah, honey. After he'd been with the lady Sunshine, wink, wink. In what was that? Harlem Nights. Yeah, honey. I'm never coming home again. We're not saying we're not saying do that. No, no, don't do that. No, 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 no. Don't do that. But should you come up with a plan? Yeah. Hang in with me. Hang in with me. Hang in with me. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Just come on in. Just hear your encouragement. Just put it on. Go get ready. Put it on. Go get ready. Cliff, you know what I'm talking about. Coach Cliff, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Come on, just put it on. Go get ready. And just listen. Put your headphones in or while you're going someplace else, while you're driving. Because I'm gonna walk you through it. I know some of you are in the midst of change. Cliff is really sharing his testimony about the change that he went through. He's sharing his testimony. Track applications, don't internalize outcomes. And Cliff, I'm going to issue something to you, bruh. I wonder if you would be available to talk to us. I'm live up through March 20th. Wonder if you'd be able to share about changing a position. We don't even have to mention companies or anything like that, but how that worked for you. And I know too, you have another testimony with your wife. I'm even open if she wants to come on because she has transitioned into product management and different things like that. So I'm putting it out there. You don't have to answer me, but this right here, this is his testimony. Change is happening, friends. You stick with me, I'll show you how to prepare for it. I'll show you how to prepare for it. We can come on out, and I want you to hear from somebody other than Kisa, because sometimes, you can hear me and you can be like, okay, that's what she does. I am a change coach. But when you see, Cliff says he'll come on and he's going to tell you his testimony. He may even bring his wife, who has a testimony as well. That it's open to them. They're my friends. They're my familia. Mi familia. They're my family. And you're going to see. Hey, Cliff, I want you to look at. Now come on kind of early, and I'm gonna put it out to the people. I need two questions from you all. I'm thinking I'm gonna push the time back a little bit, number one, or number two. I may do evening. I've got a couple of people who are on here this morning because y'all start coming in a little bit more around 7 o'clock. I get it. Shoot. It's early, y'all. And the question I have for you as we talk today, I'm gonna get ready to close. I've got to get ready to go somewhere this morning. Is it okay coming on at this time? Or is it better to come on in the evening, friends? 6:30 in the evening. Would that be a better time? We're live every day through March 20th, including weekends. So Cliff, you let me know what day is better for you. I want to hear from my folks though. Is this time good? And Cliff, another thing we could do, I'll talk to you about it, with StreamYard. So we could do something. Let's look at doing something this Saturday. And if, at the very least, we may have to record it. But if you're up early, maybe we do something at 8 o'clock. Maybe we do something at 8 o'clock as opposed to that. So 2 things I want you to take away. Track applications. We're talking about building emotional resilience this morning. So you track your applications as you apply to positions, as you apply to jobs, as you apply for opportunities, but do not personalize outcomes. I don't care if you apply to 200. Those are not your opportunities. But I will tell you this, you have a great opportunity during this time. All right? Talk to your people. Talk to people. You're welcome to ask me some questions. I have other people that I know who may be willing to talk to you. Talk to somebody about what they did to transition. Don't sit in your mess. Don't sit ruminating over what has happened and what you don't have. Talk to someone. We're inside the coach's corner. All right? We're talking about 30 days to change in your career. All right? And then thirdly, we want you, Hold on, now we want you to do something. What do we want you to do, Kisa? All right. So we're building, the whole point of this is to build emotional endurance. It's not personal. It's business. You treat your life as such. You don't take it personal if they don't want you in that position anymore. No, this is what I wish I would have told myself when I separated from ABC 3340 back in the day in 2004. Man, I was sad. I looked a mess because I was like, I don't know what else to do. I was young too. I was in my 30s. I didn't know. I thought you get a job and you're supposed to go someplace else. Well, the Lord put it on my heart. No, you're a business owner. I'm walking in that some 20 years later. I'm fully walking in it 20 years later. The vision is for an appointed time. So am I telling you to jump out there and do something unexpected? No. But plan. Let's walk together over this and let's plan. You may not be able to tune in every day. You may not be able to tune in live. Maybe you have to catch the replay. But let's work together. Change is coming. I don't know who I'm talking to. Change is coming. Yeah, it's coming. Best to be prepared. If you're listening to me, you have an inkling. You're not here by accident at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, just listening to Kisa trying to see what she got going. You got an inkling, or either you've walked through this. This so resonates with you. You have walked through it, and that's why you're here. Change is coming, friends. Go ahead and get your plan together. Go ahead and think. And listen at this as I get ready to close. 7:01. It costs you nothing to dream. It costs you nothing to dream. Let me put this here in the doggone thing because I will forget this tomorrow. It costs you nothing to dream. In fact, I will tell you the truth and I'm going to share it with you. The Lord specifically spoke to me one day, just in my heart. Dream again. If you had your ideal, what would your ideal be? Write it down. Journal. I'm a big person on journaling. It costs you nothing to dream. Dream again, friends. Write it down. Dream right there while you're in that corporate career, that job that you hate to go in. People will start seeing your attitude change. Why is she all of a sudden smiling? Oh, none of your business. But I have a plan. This right here, I have a plan. You don't tell them that, but you're saying to yourself, I have a plan. Why is she so happy? She was acting all angry yesterday. Well, you were angry yesterday, but then you learn you can dream again. Then you learn, let me write down what the ideal is for me. Let me write down how I can move there. Let me check my banking accounts and let's see how much money we have. Let me see how much I have saved and make sure I have some emergency cash so I can have 6 months of whatever. Let me tap that 401k if I need to. YOLO, you only live once. You only live once. You only live once. I'm not telling you to do any of it. You pray about everything, but I'm just telling you some things I had to walk through when I walked away from ABC 3340. I looked at that 401k. I looked at some other things, and I was able to live and breathe and take a pause. I have no fear about money. I'm a tither. No fear about money. I have zero fear as a tither. I will walk away from it. I will sell it. I will burn it and trust God. That may not be you. This is me. This is Kisa talking. You can't do everything. You don't understand. You don't do what anybody's telling you. You do what according is your comfort zone. But you said you supply all of my needs according to your riches and glory, God. Okay, let's go. Philippians 4:19. You said, given it shall be given unto me. Luke 6:38. Okay, let's go, God. Under his direction only. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm telling you to assess. That was the word yesterday. Take inventory of your life. It costs you nothing to dream. Take inventory of your life. Today, what was the word today? Well, I'll tell you in case you missed again. Build emotional resilience. Take inventory. We're thinking. This is what we're dealing with. 30 days to change. We're dealing with our mind. We're thinking. We're taking a survey of the land and seeing, am I really happy here? Do they value me? Have they been doing some things to try to move me out of the way that I'm missing? Y'all, I'll see you later. I love y'all. Remember, build emotional endurance. And remember, friends, it costs you nothing to dream. And one more thing I need y'all's help with. I need y'all to tell me on this post, is this better in the morning or do we need to shift to the evening when we can kind of rest? What's better for you? Morning or evening? Morning or evening? Will you all write that here for me and let me know? Will you let me know? Will you let me know? Morning, evening, or send me a note. Morning, evening. Morning, evening. Thanks, Stan. Did I do all right, Stan? Morning, evening. I'll put it out later today. Mwah. Love y'all. See you later, okay?